everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I am going to be tier ranking romance tropes. Now if you know me, you know I'm a big romance girly and most of my books that I own are romance books, and I saw Ellen Catherine did a video of this on her Patreon. I'm one of her Patreon subscribers and it just sounded like fun, so I thought I would give it a go and I would tier rank some books. Before I get on with the video, I would just like to say please like, comment, subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you know when I upload. I'm on a mission to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year and I am currently on 78. So we're getting closer and closer each week, and I have 2 months left to complete this goal and it's something that I really want. So please just interact with the video because then it gets out onto the YouTube algorithm and then it means people see my videos. So let's get started. So the ranks that I've got is God tier, hell yes baby, meh, can live without it, and hell no. And yeah, let's just get started because there's quite a few on here. So the first one, Abduction to Love. Can live without it. It kind of honestly gives me the ick, if I'm being completely honest, sometimes. I do like it occasionally. It honestly just really kind of depends. But I've never really read any books that are like that. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Wattpad girly. I have been since I was younger and I still occasionally read Wattpad stories. And ones I've read on there that are like that, I've enjoyed some, but I've not enjoyed all of them, and it can definitely give me the ick. So it's one that I can definitely live without. Up next we have Age Gap. This one is a hell yes baby. So I love an age gap romance, as long as they're both of legal age, or they're like say like it's like a professor who's like, I don't know, like 25 and like a 19-year-old student, that's fine. Or like someone like there's a 25-year-old and a 40-year-old, fine, whatever. And I love it that if it's like gross and it's like a 16-year-old and like someone in their 20s, I was like, no, that's gross. I do not want that. But I do really enjoy age gap romance. I haven't read many though. I do really want to read more. I just really haven't had the chance. Up next we have Amnesia. Honestly can live without it. I've not read many books that's in. I've only read one. I'm not going to say the book because it's a big plot point because I know it'll just spoil it. And I didn't mind it in that book, but I feel like there's a lot that can go wrong with it. So it's one that I can definitely live without, and I'm just like not that fussed about it, and it isn't something that would make me pick up a book. Next we have Angst. God tier. I'm an angsty girl. Okay, I'm a Marauders fan. In the Marauders there's a lot of angst. I love me a good bit of angst in a book and everything. So yeah, no, angst is just so good. It just makes the story better. It like when it's angsty, it just gives more. It gives more to it. Like like when I'm writing stories of my own, I have to have angst in it and stuff. And like when me and my friends are planning out plot lines, I'm always suggesting the angsty route. So yeah, definitely more of an angst person. Up next, Arranged Marriage. That's going in hell yeah baby. I like arranged marriage. I like a marriage of convenience and stuff. I like that. I think it's so fun. But yeah, no, I love an arranged marriage. Some of my favourite books has arranged marriages in. One of my all-time favourite books is Fierce King by Sadie Kincaid, and the main couple in that have a arranged marriage, and I just love it so goddamn much. It's so fun, and I just love how their relationship builds and everything, and it also like leads into the whole like forced proximity of it, and I love me some forced proximity. So yeah, no, I absolutely adore that, and I think it's so freaking good, and I love an arranged marriage. Next, Bad Boy Good Girl. Meh. I used to be really obsessed with it when I was younger. Like a lot of the stories I would read on Wattpad would be like good girl, bad boy stories, and I absolutely loved them when I was younger. But as I've gotten older, I still do kind of like them, but they're not like something that I automatically go for anymore. I'll still read it and I will most likely still enjoy it because it's a nostalgia thing of I love like from when I was younger and what I was reading then, but it's not like something that would like make me pick up a book, if that makes sense. I think I actually have one on my shelf that is Bad Boy Good Girl, which is I think Misfit by L. Kennedy. I think that's got that trope in it. I haven't read it yet, but I think from what I can remember from reading the blurb on the back, it's Good Girl Bad Boy. So yeah. Banter, top tier. I love when characters have good banter. One of my all-time favorite books and one of my favorite books from this year so far is Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young, and the banter in that book is absolutely phenomenal. The characters are so fun. I love the banter they have with each other. It just adds more to the story, and I just think that when characters have banter with each other, it's just so hilarious. Like, I was physically laughing out loud with that book because I loved it so goddamn much. So yeah, banter is a god tier trope and I absolutely love it. Next one is BDSM. We're just gonna pop that into Hell Yes Baby and move on. No explanation is needed, just adding it in there. When it's done right, mwah, 10 out of 10. I told you, I read a lot of Wattpad stories, okay? But yeah, no, when it's done right, so good. If it's not, then it would definitely be in hell no. But when it's done right, hell yes, baby. Oh, this one, yes. Best Friend's Brother. God tier. Some of my favourite books are Best Friend's Brother. I just love the trope. I always have done. I just think it's so... I just love like the forbidden romance aspect of it. And I love the angst and the drama. There's only been one Best Friend's Brothers book that I haven't enjoyed. And that was Cross the Line by Simone Sultani. If you saw my reading book club books, I read it quite recently and I gave it a 3.25. I normally really love that trope, but that book just kind of fell a bit flat for me. But yeah, no, normally I just absolutely adore Best Friend's Brother. It's so good. Well, no, that one's Brother's Best Friend, but anyway, Best Friend's Brother still works anyway. But yeah, that was a bad example, ignore me. But yeah, no, Best Friend's Brother or Brother's Best Friend, so good, absolutely love it. Next one is Someone Makes a Bet. I can live without it, if I'm being honest. Because honestly, most of the time, it just means that someone just gets really hurt. And I don't like it. Like, the one that automatically comes to mind is the After series by Anna Todd. I read that a couple of years ago now, and honestly, I never finished the series because literally every single book is the exact same, and it was just starting to really piss me off, so I just could not continue. But yeah, no, it's just like, it's always like such a stupid thing, and then like it gets blown completely out of proportion, and then someone ends up getting really hurt, and I just don't want that. When I read romance, I'm here for a good fluffy time. I'm not here for seeing someone who doesn't deserve to be getting hurt get hurt. So yeah, no, that one is actually I'm gonna move that to hell no. Just yeah, I can't. I physically just can't with that. No. Up next we have billionaire romance. Hell yes, baby. I love a billionaire romance. I just think they're so fun. I love that they're like, especially when the guy's like, the girl's like, oh, I don't want you spending money on me, that's so expensive, why are you doing that? And then he's like, you do realise I'm rich, right? And I just think it's so fun. I love it. It's so good. So yeah, that's definitely a hell yes, baby. It's like teetering on the edge of being god tier, but it's not a god tier trope for me. But yeah, no, I love it. Up next we have Drunken Hookup. Yeah, it's another hell yes, baby. I love it. I love it. A lot of my favourite books have drunken hookups. Like for example, The Score by Al Kennedy, that has a drunken hookup, and I just think they're so fun because they're so funny, and I think like it just adds a lot of banter to the story as well, and like the little like flirty like whispering to each other is just so fun. I adore it. So yeah, no, that is definitely a hell yes one. Enemies to lovers, god tier. God tier. Enemies to lovers is just a phenomenal trope. Honestly, I feel like a lot of most readers love enemies to lovers. I will say it's very, very hard to do it in a romance, because a lot of the time it's not like true enemies, it's more like dislike to lovers. It's mainly done really, really, really well in fantasy books, because like if you're like they're trying to kill each other, and then they slowly just start to like develop feelings and stuff, hell yes, sign me the hell up. So like it's better in fantasy books than it is in just like plain romance books. But yeah, no, it's god tier trope. I can't say anything else, but yeah, it's just so good. Next, fairy tale. I don't know. I was gonna put it in hell no, but I think I'm gonna put it in I Can Live Without. They just can't give me the ick. Fairy tale romances, they're like, I've read a like kind of like retelling of a fairy tale. It was, I think it's like If the Shoe Fits. It was like a romance, and I gave it like 2 stars. It was so bad. It was only like a 250-page book, and it took me like 2 weeks, maybe a month to read, because I hated it that much, and like I just found it boring. There wasn't any angst, and also I just didn't like the main character. Now, okay, the main character was a plus-size woman, and I'm not saying that's not why I liked it. I'm a plus-size woman myself. I love the representation in books, because you don't see a lot of plus-size main like FMTs in books. But if like her entire personality was the fact that she was plus size, and I found that a lot of authors do that when they're writing a plus size character. They make their weight and the size that they are their entire personality, and I hate that, because just because someone is plus size doesn't mean they don't have other hobbies and interests. I love reading, I love writing, I love playing video games, I love going shopping. I have so many hobbies that I enjoy that have nothing to do with the fact that I'm a plus size woman, and when the authors just make them being plus size their entire personality, it like pisses me off. So that is a big reason why I didn't like that book, but I also just found it boring, and I just didn't really like the romance, and I had no interest in it. So yeah, like especially because a lot of the time like I'm going on a tangent about plus size like main characters now. A lot of the time, like, people are like, oh, he's with her despite the fact that she's really big. Who cares if she's big? It's a bit of flesh. Who gives a shit? I'm gonna stop before I get onto a big tangent, because that's not the point of this. But yeah, no, fairy tale, can live without it. Fake relationship. God tier. I love a fake dating trope. It's so good, because I like at the start like they just like are pretending, like that's like it's just like seeing them pretend, and then slowly seeing them like start to flirt with each other, and then realize, oh, this person's actually really attractive, and then like the flirty banter happens, and then they have that kiss, and then it's so good. I love it so much. It's just, oh god, it's such a god tier trope. I absolutely adore it. Up next we have forbidden love. Hell yes, baby. I love a good bit of like forbidden love, forbidden romance. Like I said, like brother's best friend, best friend's brother. I think it's so fun, and I absolutely adore it. And I just think that like the whole like sneaking around thing is really fun. Although a lot of the time I can get a little bit annoyed, because I can always see what the third act conflict is going to be, and that it just annoys me. But yeah, no, I really love it, and I just think it's just so cute. Next we have foreign romance. I've not really read anything like that. I don't really know what they mean by like foreign romance. I guess they mean like they're like fall in love in a different country or something, or they meet someone on holiday and they fall in love. I don't freaking know, but man, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it, if I'm being completely honest. Up next we have Friends to Lovers. Meh. It's not angsty enough for me. As you can tell by the fact that I put angst in God tier. I just find a lot of the time that when it's Friends to Lovers, there's not really enough angst in there, and I just get a little bit bored. So like, I just find a lot of the time that if it's Friends to Lovers, it's just a little bit awkward, and it's very like fumbly and gives me the ick a little bit. So yeah, no, just not an all-time favourite. Next one is Hate Sex. God tier. It's okay, it's angsty, alright? And like it's just funny. It's fun. The best banter are in stories when they have hate sex, okay? We're moving on. We're moving on. Next one is Huddling for Warmth. Meh. Like, I don't mind when it's there, and I think it's fun, and like I do kind of like giggle and kick my feet a little bit when it happens, but I don't really care if it's in a book. I think I've only read like 1 or 2 books with that in, and I think that's mainly in fantasies, but it's not like exactly as if it's a big plot point. So I like it when I read it, but I can just like, I don't really care if it's there or not. Next we have Human Vampire. Yeah, it's going in meh again. Like, I like vampire stories, don't get me wrong, I'm a big vampire girl. One of my favourite TV shows is The Vampire Diaries. But like, I've not really read a lot of like supernatural stories with like vampires and stuff. I read a lot of them when I was younger, and I think like if I read one now, I would still enjoy it for like the nostalgia purposes. But in all honesty, it doesn't really bother me. Next is Hurt Comfort. Hell yes, baby. I just think it's so cute when like one of the characters is hurting and then the love interest comforts them, especially when it's in like enemies to lovers kind of thing, and like they're not normally known to comfort others, and then they do it for the person they have feelings for, and I'm just like, so I love it. Okay, so up next we have Insta Love. This is going straight in hell no. Just no, it's boring. And like, it's something that I hate, especially when like you think it's going to be really good, and like there's so much tension at the start, and then it goes from 1 second they're like at each other's throats, and then the next is like, ooh, la-di-da, she is the sunshine to my rain, she is the moon to my stars, blah blah blah, and I'm like, shut up. 1 second ago you were saying how you literally find them the most aggravating person in the world, and now suddenly you're obsessed. Like, no, go away. I don't like it. I think it's boring. And that may just be because I'm a big angst person. But yeah, no, just no. Up next is Loss of Virginity. I can just live without it. Like, I've not really got anything to say about it. It's just, it's don't care. Oh god, next is Love Triangle. Hell no. I don't like love triangles. That's probably because I'm a why choose kind of girl. If you give me a why choose romance, I am so there for it. And a lot of the times with love triangles, it's very, very obvious who she's meant to be with in the end. Like, it's very obvious that she's meant to be with this guy and not with this guy. So I find it boring. Like, I even don't really like it in movies. I'm just kind of like, can you please kindly get off my screen? So yeah, no, just love triangles, I just don't like them. That may be an unpopular opinion, but I just no. Next is Mistaken Identity. I'm gonna put it in meh, just because I don't think I've ever read a book with that in. Like, I've never read a book with mistaken identity in it. So yeah, no opinion, don't know anything about it. Up next, we have mutual pining. Meh. It's fine. Like, it can honestly kind of get a little bit annoying when it's pretty obvious that they're pining for each other. And, like, it's obvious to every single person around them apart from them. And I'm just like, can you please just open your eyes already and realise that this man is in love with you? Because I'm getting sick of you being like, oh, I really like him, but he's, like, not into me, and he's never gonna want me, blah, blah, blah. Like, yes, he obviously wants you, babe. He literally bought you a whole goddamn computer for no reason other than the fact that yours was broken. Anyway. Next one is One of Them is Famous. I can live without it, honestly. Like, honestly, a lot of whenever it's that kind of story, it's always just follows the same plot. Like, they're famous and this person's like a commoner, and they shouldn't be together because it will ruin their like celebrity thing. And then like their manager's like, no, you shouldn't date this person, you should be dating a high-end celebrity, blah blah blah. I'm like, fuck off. Next is Out for You. I'm guessing that means like someone comes out of the closet for their partner, like in LGBTQ ones. Meh. They can go in meh. I like it. Like, I love gay romances, and I love LGBTQ romances. I just think they're so fun, and I love them. And as a gay woman myself, I really want to read more like sapphic romances. But like, I don't like when the person comes out just for their partner. I prefer they came out for themselves. So that one I just don't really like coming out as gay is a big experience for people. So them just doing it for someone else, just no. Next is Partners in Crime. Hell yes, baby. I just think it's so fun because like they always really have like a fun bantery relationship, and I just think they are just like really like fun to be in, and I just have a good time when reading it. Next we have Playboy. Hell no. Gives me the ick. I don't like Playboys. I just no. Because like they are constantly talking about their conquests and how they've got such a big dick, and I'm like, if you're saying you've got a big dick, you've probably got a very small one, bestie. Okay? So yeah, no, just not for me. I don't. It's just because a lot of the time when they're a Playboy and then they like start dating someone, their partner then never really seems to trust them because of how much of a Playboy they've been in the past. So next, this one is going to be an unpopular opinion. Pregnancy. Yes, god tier. I love a pregnancy trope. I love the like single parent, accidental pregnancy. I just love any kind of pregnancy trope. I just think it's so fun, and so, I absolutely adore it. I know a lot of people do not like that trope, but this is something that me and Em have bonded over. Our love for the pregnancy trope. If there's a book with that in, we will read it. So like, for example, Out on a Limb that I mentioned earlier, one of my all-time favorite books, and it's got the accidental pregnancy trope in it, and I love it so much. I love it. Okay, next we have Porn Without Plot. Hell yes. Sometimes you just want a little bit of a spicy book with no major things going on, and you just want to have a good old time reading a little bit of spice. Okay, I don't always need the angst. Sometimes my little brain is very, very tired, and she just wants to relax and read a little bit of smut, and that's okay. So I'm fine with that. I am very happy with that. The amount of short little novellas that I have read that are all spice, no plot, I am so happy with that. Next up we have Renewed First Love. meh. It's okay. Kind of boring, honestly. Not something I normally gravitate towards. I think it's also because it normally kind of falls into the same category of friends to lovers, and that's another one that I'm just not a big fan of. I just think I get a bit bored with it, and it's not got enough angst in it for me. I say this after just saying about the poem without plot. That's different, okay? That's different. There's a difference, okay? Up next, we have Second Chance Love. Meh. I don't care. Like, especially because a lot of the time the reason they broke up was a big reason, and like it's like something like broken trust, and then a lot of the time that reason is then glossed over, and also, I'm gonna move that to Can Live Without. A lot of the time the reason they broke up is glossed over, and the person whose feelings were hurt, their feelings are glossed over, and I feel like it leaves a lot of unresolved things, and the rest of the time I don't want them to get back together, because like even when they broke up for like a stupid miscommunication, I'm like, well, you were both dumb, just stay apart. That's probably a very unpopular opinion, but to me, I just no, I can live without the second chance romance. Up next, we have Secret Relationship. I'm gonna go with meh, purely because a lot of the time, like with secret relationships, you can see the third act conflict from a mile away, which is the case honestly with a lot of romance books. You can always see the third act conflict from a mile away, and sometimes I don't mind that, but I just find that with secret relationships it's just kind of But like it also kind of leads into the whole like forbidden romance kind of thing, and I do love forbidden romance. That's why it's going in there, because like I love it, but also it's annoying at the same time. So up next is sharing a bed like / one bed trope. God tier, I love it. It's so good. It adds to the forced proximity of it all. I love me a good bit of forced proximity. I just think it's so fun. And yeah, no, I just love the one bed trope. It's so good. It's so good. And more books need to have it. I'm plotting out a book that I want to write, and it's got the one bed trope in because I just had to. Okay, next we have Sleepover. I'm gonna put that in hell yeah baby, because like I do really like it, and a lot of the time it ends up with the one bed trope as well, but it's not like god tier. Like it's not like, oh my god, I love this, need it in a book. But yeah, no, it's good and I do like it. Okay, next one, I might get some hate for this one. Slow burn is going in hell now. I have a thing against slow burns. I hate them. I find them boring, and like okay, I don't want the characters to get together like the first like 50 pages in, because that's boring. But if I'm reading like a 300-page book and they're still not together on page 200, I'm like, I'm bored now. Can you just shag and get together at this point? Like, please just do the deed and move on, because I'm sick of you pussyfooting around each other. Yeah, no, I hate slow burn. I hate it with a fiery passion. There's only very, very, very rare slow burns that I enjoy. Like, for example, the Boys of Tommen series, that is a slow burn. But that actually has, like, a lot of stuff going on in it. Like, Boys of Tommen obviously has everything that goes on in Shannon's life and her family and everything, and like I really, really enjoy that, and I loved it in that book, and I didn't notice it was a slow burn when I was reading it. But yeah, no, slow burn is just not for me. I'm not a fan, and I've got like a Mariana Zapata book on my bookshelf, and I know she's like the queen of slow burn, and I just don't think I'm gonna like it, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't realize when I bought it, because like for example, good example of a slow burn, Twisted Lies by Anna Huang, the last book in the Twisted series. I did not like that book. I gave it 3.5 stars because it was my least favourite in the series. I hated the fact that it was slow burn. Like, it literally took until chapter 36 until they even kissed. Yeah, no, not happening. Okay, next we have Soulmates. I'm gonna put it in can live without. Like, I really like it in like paranormal, like werewolf stories, like supernatural stories, because I used to read a lot of like werewolf like stories on Wattpad and stuff, and I really liked it in there. But now I've noticed like in a lot of published books, I just it's boring, and I don't really like it. So yeah, no. Unhappy endings, hell no. No, I'm reading to have a happy ending, okay? I am not reading for you to make me cry. Now, yes, do I read books that make me cry? I do. But yeah, just know I don't like unhappy endings. I don't want to deal with unhappy endings, and I'm not gonna do it. Next is unrequited love. Hell no. Like, it's just so sad, and I don't like it. I don't, like I said with the last one, I don't want my books to be, I like sad books, that's a lie, but I don't want it to be sad for the fact that this person's so madly in love with someone and then it's just like completely unrequited. I just, no. Okay, well, on to the last one. The last one is worthy opponents. I don't really know what it means by this, so I'm just going to put it in meh, because I don't really know. I'm guessing it means like in like fantasy books when it's like battle scenes, there's like worthy opponents in there and stuff, but yeah, no, I'm putting it in there because I don't really have an opinion on that one. But that is all the tropes added. I had a lot of fun with that. I liked talking about that. I obviously like, I think I put more in meth than anything else, because some of them I'm just kind of like, it's okay, but it's not my favourite thing in the world. But no, that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you know when I upload. I upload every Friday at 6 p.m. Like I said last week, I have lowered the amount of times I upload in a week, and changed the day I upload, because my schedule has got a bit more jam-packed and I do not have the time to be filming 2 videos a week, especially if I wanted to do a reading vlog each week. Because I have university and I've also got a job now, which I start on the 5th of November, so I'm not gonna have the time to be filming so much. So yeah, it's like I said, it's just gonna be once a week now. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment and subscribe, like I said, and I will catch you next time.